Every day I wait, feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak the beats are on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day I wait, feel like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speak the beats are on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day on the line. Every day.
What's up, squares everywhere? It's JJ FOMBY, On the Line podcast show with JJ FOMBY and Junior.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, we back at it. Hello, everybody out there. For those who are tuning in on this beautiful Sunday, what's going on with y'all?
Well, we got a few discussions we want to talk about, but before we get into what we're going to talk about today, one of the topics I want to address, not a topic I want to address for all your listeners. Yes, this is me. This is Junior. We back here doing what we do, running in slow motion, but steady at a pace. There's a purpose for the cause. You understand, man? There's a cause for the purpose. I don't want to talk too quick. I don't want to talk too slick. I don't want to talk too long. But I'm going to tell you this. You can find us on all streaming platforms. So for all those people that's not computer literate and gadget literate, how you want to use the correct term, know how to work your devices as far as your cell phones, laptops, and personal computers. So we in anywhere you can find an audio podcast, and audio is just the sound, not the video, not the footage of us, just the audio. When you put your buds and you listen to us, we're on all streaming platforms. On the Line podcast show, we're on all streaming platforms. Wherever that's available, you can find On the Line. I just want to emphasize that for a purpose. For the people that I hear and people I run across, I have to ask me these questions. So now I'm just wanting to reiterate it to the viewing people that watch us on these video stations that we on. And we also on Samsung Smart TV, if you got that. Remember that we on Samsung TV. And all our footage is updated. And all our audio is updated. So you can go check it out. We on Amazon Fire TV Live.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then also we should be all in a few days or a week from now. We'll be on Roku TV, working on that. And I haven't checked the day, see if we are there. But we are available at all streaming platforms. So support us by, if you're working out or driving to work in the morning or bored and you don't want to see us, or now if you're at work and you can't look at us, but you can always hear us. And you're looking for the roulette table for the audio, not the symbols that you see on the TV. Look for the roulette table that you see us have. So I just want to iterate that. Junior, what you want to say to the listeners, to the viewers and the listeners?
Man, we back at it with another episode. This month we want to recognize Black History Month, not just for the sake of recognizing it, because we have everybody who contributed to the world, but for some reason, we get a month, but every day is Everybody Month. But we gonna tap into some stuff that I think you came across about reparations.
Whew. Well, this is a situation here, but they ain't gonna be too big for me. Understand me? Run me my money.
We've been hearing that chitter chatter for a minute, so hopefully it goes through.
Yeah, it's like, what do you believe now? So we're looking at retribution for the Black families. Well, I don't know how they're gonna actually do it, but if you're able to do, which I believe they got a bag, they can break it off. But I advise, just on somebody like myself and the things I learned, might need to to keep the finances going, how to make the money grow. And we might need to go to a class. What you mean go to class? Those don't make it a situation that you got to get your bread. Don't do that. Then you picking and choose who you sliding the bread to. Don't worry about what people do with their bread. Make that's an option. Make that option available,
right?
So people can learn how to really make their money grow. And I'm saying that from a po broke, well, just broke right now. Not po broke. I've been po broke all my life. So now I'm just broke. So based on that, the things I had learned in the last several years, mind blowing. Mind blowing. I mean, I didn't come for no money. My mom and dad didn't buy me no car. You understand me? They took care of it. They gave me the best and basic necessities.
Yeah.
I went out and did it. I did what I did. So another story, another day. Check my documentary. And Junior, look at Junior's also. Junior got a documentary.
No, don't look at mine. No, don't look at mine. We going from today.
Right.
From right now. Yeah, we don't look at mine. No.
Well, I'm just saying that we didn't grow up with no silver spoon in our mouth, basically. So that's all I'm iterating. I'm not saying go live that lifestyle. We're past that and learning the things that we have learned as we got older and been in different circles with people.
Right.
Has really changed. Like, dang, I didn't know nothing about that. I wasn't exposed to that. Either I prohibit myself from being placed in those circles, or I just never had the opportunity to be in a circle. I think I'm a little bit of both. Had I probably took a different path, I might have been exposed to some of that knowledge. Maybe so, maybe not. But I've been exposed to it now. And man, I'm talking about game. I'm talking about legitimate game. So with that being said, I don't know, even if I had, just $5 million, I don't think I'm just gonna run and burn it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit down and figure it out what it is, what it ain't, take care of my necessities, figure out how I can make this money grow into more money, and then when I leave the planet, it can take care of my loved ones, or my lineage of my family that don't, so they won't be put in the situations I was put in or place myself in, one or the other. So that's why.
Well, see, when you look at things like reparations now, or even we can go back to anything that was given out, stimulus, whatever case you want to add to it. But this new world where we got, the communities, the youngsters that's coming up, and forgive me, if I'm calling y'all youngsters, but people that's coming up now, they're more business minded and more, smart on how they use their money now, because it's a lot of young brothers and sisters out there, man, who really have a mindset to what they want to do with their money, as if they're getting it, from the music game, the sports. You see a lot of people out here now running a lot of businesses, and their main source of income is not their main source of income anymore. They got a lot of businesses. They putting people on. As of our generation, we got put on the different stuff, if you know what I mean. but but now it's a different time, and you starting to see that you have these circles where people are teaching each other, like, hey man, invest in property, go get you this. Everybody's doing some good. The younger athletes now, man, they not just burning through their money with chains and cars and just different things. They have a lot of stuff. They taking their life into their own hands. Nobody telling them what to do. They're learning as they go, and that's a good thing, man. Because when we was coming up hustling, we get a few racks in our pocket, man. We going to the dice game. We going to the casino. We going to the swap meet. We going to the. Now you got a lot of people who are using their money wisely. They thinking before they spend, because they know it ain't as easy to get as you thought it was. You know what I mean? And it's hard to get that money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely. I'm trying to put you up there. You're acting right. Yeah, I'm running the board. Artist Schiller's breaking on us today. But I've listened to what you said, and I'm gonna kind of back up a little bit. I always had some people, some of my people at my church, some of the brothers that was there, some of us, had some kind of businesses or worked blue collar jobs. And I would hear them talk to me. Option was the military or bonds or the railroad. I had outlets, what I'm saying, working at the post office and all that and that. So what I'm getting to, Because I didn't listen to a lot of people. I just didn't listen. I still had that problem today, but I just didn't listen to a lot of people. I ran on my own drum beat. You dig? So,
Right.
and then if you was not showing me what your mouth was doing, then I wasn't even paying attention to what you was talking about. You couldn't even stop me. I just meow, meow. I'm going.
Yeah.
Meow. I'm hitting gas real
Right.
fast. So my point making is, as now the last several years that I've been out and about moving around the planet, I look at a demographic of so let me use what I mean by that. Let's use I hate to do this right now, but as black folks, okay, and I'm one of the black folks over here on this side of the country. So I notice on the black folks on this side of the country, what do you mean? California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, you know what I mean? So that West Coast part of black folks, more Californian blacks than anything. Even in the state of California, I'm gonna say this. If you just somebody to live in one particular location, you might understand. Again, you might not understand. So let me use California for example. When I explain this to people when I meet them, when they come from abroad, from different countries and different states, California is broke up. Yeah, the state is broke up. We're like a giant country, like 5 different countries in California. Meaning, like the Los Angeles County metropolitan area is its own world. It's his own world. He got his own slang. He has his own swagger. No matter what ethnicity or gender you are, it has its own particular swagger. Okay, so then you have the people, and then so let me go back. I'm going back to black folks. Same thing with the down past Orange County. Going back to they got their own. That's Southern California though. They got their own swagger and lingo and everything. Right? It's not like ours. It's similar, but it's not us. So the same thing from Bakersfield on up to Fresno to the Central Valley, they have their own swagger and lingo as well. Not like us, but similar of us. Same thing with from Sacramento down to the Bay Area.
The Bay Area.
They have their own swagger, their own lingo. You dig where I'm coming from? So it's different. So you have these different groups of people, yet same ethnicity, but yet there's a difference. So it's like tribal, basically. They got their own, but we all got that. But more what's been looked at is the metropolitan Los Angeles, and they think everything is like L.A. These different parts of California are not like L.A., but they are similar of Los Angeles. You got where I'm coming from? They're their own entity. So now when you take any of those Californian people, black folks, and they go Midwest or to New York, you see something different.
Oh yeah.
A different demographic. I say this, and I'm not. No, I got a PhD in the streets. You understand me? So that's why I got mine. So this is what I'm saying to you. When I meet the homies or people that I meet from different states, and a lot of them, and the cost of living as economics has a lot to do with it. What I'm saying is that a lot of those people in those different states and going back Midwest and the East Coast, they have most of them got jobs, businesses, and a home. They got that. A lot of black folks back there had their own. It's nothing for them to have their own home and own business. A lot of homes are cheaper, and it's cheaper. The cost of living is different. You understand me? So, and they all more together. Generational has been always teaching them to have a business to provide for their family, not necessarily go work for something. They create their own, and that's just my opinion. It's not a scientific thing. That's just my opinion and my observation of the places I've been. And I'm like, dang, every time I see some of these brothers out here, they all got a side job, they all got a house, and they got a business, and they work for somebody. So they told them doing it both ways. And some just got 3 or 4 different businesses. So the hustle is cheaper to get things started back there as opposed here in California. Now,
Well, some may believe that.
correct. So I think they're more, and I might be wrong again. I see a lot of more together, unified together than we are out here on this coastline. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't know, man. It is what it is. Hell, I ain't gonna be able to change it, but I'm not gonna try to contribute to it to the anarchy and chaos. Those who want to learn, you really want to learn, you're gonna learn. You're gonna pick up a book. You're gonna go get in one of the community colleges. You're gonna get into one of these trade schools. You have to have the wherewithal to get up and go do it, and not just rely on somebody else to do it for you. And I learned a lot of people, and it's embarrassing to say, a lot of people who got appeared like they got game, got some game, but ain't got all the game. And some who do got game, they ain't trying to spread it to you. You understand me? They ain't trying to spread it to you. They ain't trying to, that knowledge. That's what it is. When I say game, I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about the knowledge and aware how to operate certain types of business. They're not trying to give you that knowledge like that. They're not handing out freely. They want to hold.
Well, all you got to do sometimes when people is not giving it to you, you have to pay attention on how they do it from afar.
Yeah, right.
You just got to watch.
Well, yeah,
as they say, you ever heard of the term watch and learn?
Yeah.
So just pay attention to how they doing things. If you want to learn how a person do something without them telling you what they're doing, just pay attention to them. That's all you got to do is pay attention to them. And eventually it'll come out indirectly. So, okay, that's how you running it. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to if they're not giving it to you, because now you have something where lead by example. Everybody now is interested on how to make a profit and how to start their business. You know, and with this thing that's supposedly coming out, reparations, that'll kickstart a lot of things for a lot of people. You know, yeah. So that'll work. It will.
It should. My thing, back to what I was saying to finish that off before we go to the next phase, is that I do have also noticed that when you out here trying to incorporate business, know how to run a business, if it's a tire shop, if it's a chicken shack, if it's a doctor's office, if it's a print shop, if it's a barber shop, if it's a car wash, if it's a medical appliance store or a lawyer, if someone sees you, watch you hustle from one thing to the next, the people say they see you, I see what you're doing, and someone will step in and assist you. That's how it happened to me. That's how some people, not even thinking what they up to, they come talk to you and they man, I'm gonna assist you. And I got several of them, like not several, but a couple of them they've done me like that. And I've been like, wow, I wouldn't even tripping like nothing like that. So it does happen. And, some say that's a favor from the Lord, which I take that.
Yeah.
But they want to see you out here sweating. They want to see you out here. If you're trying to open a car wash, they want to see you washing cars. They don't want to see you talking about washing cars. They want to see you washing cars. They don't want to talk about you. You got a beauty salon. They don't want you talking about doing here. They want to see you. They want to see you sweating. They want to see you out there hustling. They want to see you coming in and out the bank. You understand me? That's what they want to see. And then they'll come along, someone, I don't know who particular, but you'll never know, in passing or being in certain circles, people notice you. They don't say nothing to you. For a time, it could be 3, 4, 5 months, it could be a year. All of a sudden, they're going to pop and say something to you. You know where I'm coming from? There's somebody
right.
It's strange how it happened. And if it happened for me, I was thinking it happened for you. That's all I want to tell you. I ain't figure all into my business. But what about the reparation part is, I don't know how they're going to do it, but I ain't got no receipts. I just got mine in blood. You see me? So they asking for receipts. I don't know how they're going to do it. And
I'm sure they got a system the same way they did with the natives, the same way they did with everybody else. They got their ways of seeing how they're gonna, seeing how they're going to distribute whatever we got going. And then, as far as the business side of what you're going to do with your money, I believe the first step to opening a business, any type of business, you have your first business you're going to ever have is yourself. And what I mean by that, you have to run your life and your program like a business. Hey, once I'm out of the street, unless it's life threatening, I don't be calling my phone and jibber jabber at no 10, 11 o'clock. I'm home with the family. I'm home with the kids. Hey, I'm off. Once I get in my car and leave my door, I'm at work. That's how you got to run your life like a business. And once you master that, then everything else will come behind that. But if you just all over the place, your house and yourself is where your first business is going to start. You got to run your house like a business. You got to run your life like a business. Then once you take your finances and go open up a standalone business or something like that, then you would have the proper programming to learn how to run things. If your life is in shambles, your house is in shambles, you ain't going to be able to handle running no business. That's just what I believe.
Yeah, speak on it. Yeah, I agree with you on that. 100%. So we just tapping on that to figure out how that's going to get done. And you hear a lot of chitter chatter, but we just, as long as we keep breathing, hopefully we'll see it, not for the wait on it. I'm not going to sit and wait on it. I'm going to keep pressing doing what I'm doing, but I just hope someone in my family, that's here now can, get the opportunity to grab some of that bread. It can help them in their life. So, that my grandmama said, she used to say, I ain't gonna never be no black president. That when pigs fly. I was like, dang.
I mean, I heard a lot of people say that too, but lo and behold, we had one.
Yeah.
We had one. Yep. So you just never know, man. You gotta, will it happen in our lifetime as far as the reparations? We never know. But I guess they keep you interested just putting it in your face, talking about it. But we don't believe you. If the check ain't clear, then it's all talk.
Yeah,
it's all circumstantial evidence until we see something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got to stop. You really need to stop just jibber jabbing about it. Because
I
don't want to say this and get in no type of trouble, but you can't be telling no black folks you finna give them some money. January 6th with some shit.
Yeah. Hey, that's real. That's real talk, man. You mentioned it. Hey, but you gotta have somebody, not no leaders, but somebody who push that line. Like, hey, what's up, man? You got black people up there with the people who's talking about this. You gotta, hey, man, look, don't just get yours.
Yeah.
That line.
Yeah. You know what? I want to be honest with when you're dealing with California law, because we talking about California law, dealing with our governor, Gavin Newsom, being the governor of California, bringing this discussion to the table, and then dealing with California law. It's always some trickery in there, baby. Everybody ain't going to get it. I know that. They're going to try to minimize as much as possible, feed as the ones they can feed, and then yes, you feel me? Come on, I'm being realistic. That's how it is when you're dealing with the law and politicians, man. And even when you're dealing with, understand me? I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. When you're dealing with street niggas, you ain't gonna get your full cut. You understand me? Be lucky if you get a cut at all. You understand me? Be cash or blade. You understand me? So so that's just how it is when you deal with money. Look at your families. I'm talking about y'all families. Look at y'all families, those viewers, those listeners. But y'all who owe you money in your family, they don't give it all.
Hey, famous line next week. Next week.
Got you next week. I got you next week.
Hey, next week.
Next week.
Boy, hey, ain't nothing like nobody who owe you something to say they was gonna do something for you next week. It's like, God damn, man. Shit.
It's 365 days next week.
Man, look.
I got you, peoples. I got you, fam. I got you, dog. Next week. But anyway, let's pass that up, going to something different. And the man going, like I said, we running into time. I got stuff to do. Junior got to cook. I got to sleep. Anyway, I've been watching this TV, right? And you got to watch what you listen to. We talked about it in our prior shows. You got to watch what you listen to. Even though when you're on YouTube, everything on YouTube ain't facts. It ain't what it is. It's somebody's opinion great amount of time, and it's their story. Even when you listen to us, we gonna give it to you authentic. We ain't trying to cut it. And if we got points we get at us, ask, hey, where you get that information from? I'll tell you either because I'm an expert of whatever I talked about. If I'm an expert about it, I'm gonna let you know. I was the source. I'm the one who experienced that. That's why I told the story. I am an expert on that. So if I got it from the AP, Associated Press, if I got it from the media, or if I got it from CNN, you know what I mean. I'll reveal my source of when it goes to these news outlets.
Or your favorite outlet, the Long Beach Tribune.
A Long Beach Press Television. Long Beach folks. I would stay within those lines only. Yeah. So but anyway, not outside the line, but within the lines when we're talking about certain topics. Not all topics, but certain topics. But to keep validity and keep real inside the conversation of believing what me and Junior are saying to you. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to harm you. We're here to educate you and make you a better person than what you is 5 seconds when we turned on and seen us on Facebook or Twitter or saw us not on Twitter but on Twitch or you saw us on YouTube. We just we just ain't playing out here. We got lives and we see people on YouTube. We talk. A lot of people I don't believe. I don't believe they lifestyle. A whole nother story. Get off that. Let's get to this balloon floating around in the U.S. They talk about so I'm saying to myself, this is my opinion again. From what news I got from watching on television and listening and reading it online and so on and so on. I'm like trying to figure out how you let a balloon just fly in the sky and you see it and you think it's this and that. You wait several days to knock it down. Oh, y'all are tripping. If the Chinese got something over here and they ain't check in with the United States, said we for to fly this thing through there. I said immediately got gunned down. I don't care if he flew the plane, the spruce goose, and pulled up on the side of it and poked it with a pin. Could let the air out of it. You understand where I'm coming from? Or put up the Goodyear blimp and catch up with it and poke it with something. You ain't got to actually blow it out the sky. There's other alternatives of getting that thing by blowing it out the sky. If you that scared, man, come on, man. You can't say that, oh, man, we blew a blimp, which is full of helium in the air. You blew it out the sky with a rocket.
Well, have you ever thought about this? Maybe it was in the no-fly zone.
Man, it shouldn't even been flying at all. It shouldn't have got as far as it did. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They said they had to wait till it got into around, allegedly, around in open land or open water for them to blow it out of the air. I'm like, man, that ain't good enough stoops. Then it's talking about the second one floating around. So,
okay, did anybody determine what this object was?
According to the Chinese and to what I read, the Chinese government from China is saying it was recreational, experimented, whatever. It wasn't nothing to harm nobody. It wasn't taking no data to break into the United States and none of that time. It was just collecting data from whatever. I don't know. Experimental thing they had going on. That was their story. They feel that you shouldn't have blew us out. You shouldn't have knocked it out of the sky.
You can't be doing that. You gotta if it was that, you need to let us know what you're doing. Then we will give you the okay and the authorization to send that where you tried to send it. But we didn't have no knowledge of it. You're not gonna put that in our vicinity and not we ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Yeah, so China government talking about, oh man, y'all disrespectful. Check this out. What I really want to say, I ain't gonna say. Let me get out of here with all that. Who are you talking to? It's like, we come from the streets. You ain't gonna come in, when we was out in the streets. You ain't finna come in my hood back then. We're talking about 30 years ago, whatever. And back then, you just couldn't come to the hood, be from somewhere else, and post up and do your thing. We was gonna get at you immediately. Immediately. Upon arrival, you're gonna get shut down. If you thought about it, we're going to shut the thought process down ASAP. So I can't understand the government talking about this, that, and the third. That looks weak. If it ain't weak, not weak, it appears to be weak. Now, flip it on the other side. What we did to the Chinese government. We got balloons flying over there too. We got submarines over there, 300 yards out, leaning in the cut. We got Cobra operations going to China. I don't know. I don't think we know saints in this operation. I personally don't. I mean, if you're a superpower, you're doing some stuff, dog.
It's always something going on, some type of experiment, some type of project that they trying to put together. You just don't know about it.
There you go. That's all I got to say about the flying balloon, spy balloon. Let's go with the UFO spy balloon. Don't think you're not doing some stuff, and they the only ones doing this stuff. They probably just running it back on us for some stuff the United States did 5 years ago, and we just hear.
You never know.
And you don't know who else out there lurking 300 miles. When I say 300 miles outside of the inland, I mean from where you're at. If you live by a coast, 200 miles is for the Coast Guard. After that, that's territory anybody can fly through. I mean, drive through.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, well, we use that uncharted territory. That's the Coast Guard only go out 200 miles from the coastline, and then the U.S. government takes from that point on. So that's why I said the 200 miles, 300 miles. I don't know who out there floating around. It could be Russians, it could be Hungarians, it could be wherever. It could be wherever. Not to say single those people out, but whoever we got issues with, they're trying to creep or this allies of others that we got beef with could be out there creeping. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot, they could be creeping to drop off folks. It's all kinds of stuff could be going on. So,
and you can draw any conclusion, and you may be right
on that part there. So, anything you want to say? Something? Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna let you say anything you want to say, Junior.
Yeah, man. I thank the people for hanging out with us, tapping in, and just subscribe to our page, and you know what I'm saying. Come hang with us. You know what I'm saying. We just hang with us. We got some stuff cooking. We overcooked it. We got to go back to the drawing board and do some things all over again. But just hang with us, and the people who are, thank you for your support, listening to us, looking at our face, and all that old good stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. And check us out on all our streaming platforms that's available for the audio listener. Again, you can see down there somewhere where all the little icons are, where they're streaming.
Ain't nothing there, bro.
Ain't nothing there?
Okay,
I'm gonna see if I can make it pull up there later on. You can go to all the streaming platforms. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on iHeart.
Everything.
Pandora. I'm missing something. I don't know, Twitch. We're on everything they got. We on. We also new on Samsung Smart TV, and check us out on Amazon Fire. On the Amazon Fire table, look for the roulette table for On the Line podcast with JJ Funny Jr. And if you're on YouTube, you go to AONTLAPS for On the Line podcast show with the ad sign. They take you straight to the YouTube station. Check us out, man. I want to say something. Wasn't scripted to say it, but I must say it. Rest in peace, Woody Mammoth. That's our brother.
Yes.
We lost Woody Mammoth. Great dude, man. Great person. Woody Mammoth is not just a guy that did the intro for the song, for the show. He's a real brother. I send love and respect to his family, his daughter, his loved ones. Man, I just got to say, man, much respect. I was had the opportunity from him to be in our lives, in my life, as like a baby brother, man. I appreciate him, man. And I want y'all to know one thing. I want to say shout out to my homeboy, Big Scrap Dog, rest in peace. And my homeboy Crow, Big Crow, rest in peace. And my cousins, man. So I just want to say that, man. Enjoy the people you with while they're here, man. We know not guaranteed to be here in the next 24 hours. That's all I got.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying. Stay close to your family, loved ones, friends, all that. Smile, wake up every day, get what you got to get in, and get to your house safe.
Speaking on the brother, you spoke on.
Every day I wake for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speaking peace on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day 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 on the line.